Okay guys, I'm here again with the second video regarding in the past video we saw that how to make a Windows 2012 domain controller step by step. On this video we are going to join a one member into a domain, and we will use another Windows 2012 server as a member server, and I'll show you how we can join this server to this domain. Okay, same as it is, I'll go with my vCenter. I will give you a recap regarding the last video. You remember that in my last video we made a one domain controller here, and that domain controller we gave a IP address and we installed and everything. If somebody didn't saw my previous video, kindly go on back and see my old video which has how to install domain controller, or also you can see in the description settings, you can see that link. Okay, let's go. This is the domain controller, and if I show you, I have installed another server which is I called test node 1. This server I just installed as a blank server, and the things what I did same like I have give a IP address, and I have turn off the firewall, and then I have one more thing you have to give in the IP address here, like the DNS you must give your domain controller IP. So 201 is my domain controller IP. I have changed the background of this server. If I switch here domain controller or here on the member server, so you can easily understand this is our member server. So I'll go on a domain. You can see our domain IP address is 201. So I gave as a DNS 201. This one you must have to do it, otherwise you cannot reach to your domain. Secondly, I will ping my domain from here if it is reachable or not. So I'm easily reachable from my domain. Secondly, to my domain, and this one thing I did, and secondly I also installed same like we have done on our domain controller server, like I have installed a feature next this feature net Microsoft .NET framework 3.5. I installed this one same like my last video in domain control we have installed. It's good to go. So the things we already have checked, and also I changed the name as per my server, this test node 1. So I have if I go to local server, I have changed the computer name, and you can see this computer is still work group, and the IP address is 211. So let's go and join the server as a domain controller. If I go in my domain, this is my domain controller. I can further ping from my domain as well. If I'm reachable to my member server, that's good idea. You can ping the both servers to each other. Okay, reachable. So this one is my member server, okay, which holding the IP config, IP address 211. Let's join it. Simply you have to go on server dashboard, just go a local server, and you have to connect your domain from here. Here you can see work group right now, and it's a work group. You click here and you will go on change, and you go on change. Here you have to select your domain name. So like here, you remember our domain name is, if we go here in our DNS, we made a domain here test dc.local. so this is our domain name, test dc.local. Furthermore, you can do here in our configuration. For more, you can check the computer name of this domain controller. It will also give you a the server. Let's wait. If I go here, my tools and computer management, sorry, tools and computer, right, further view, just the way, this is the domain controller. If I go for, I want to show you something. Anyway, we can verify from here as well our domain. If we go to domain and services here, oh sorry, okay, I'll show you. This is the test dc.local, and the other thing which I want to show you, let me check one more time if I'm going to mistake. Yeah, anyway, so the same, you can check from here or you can check from here, test dc.local. So I will go here and type test dc.local. okay, if it is reachable, it will show me a password and administrator. You must have administrator rights. This is our domain controller administrator user. Okay, it will give us welcome if it all good. Okay, welcome to the test dc.local domain. Okay, after joining you must restart your server. That's great. So this server is now a member server of our domain. So if we go to the domain, and I will close this one, this is my Active Directory users and computers. If we go on my computer, I can see the node 1 as a member server. That's great. Okay, so simple, no headaches. So for more organizing, I will make another OU here, new organizational unit, and I'll give it name my Windows 2012 servers. Okay, and when that is come back, I will just move this to in this container. So why I'm moving to this node join member server to this, because later on the OUs, if we go further for our group policies, so we can do it easily on this, and we can make a baseline group policy, so we can link into all the containers. So let's go here. Here I go. First time, see this one also, administrator PAK at 1 2 3, like, okay, enter, voila, I'm logging. Okay, so go back into the computer. I will right click on this in my domain controller. I'll try move where in my this container. Okay, so this is moved to this node. So this was the video today. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we saw how we have joined our member server to this domain controller, and now this is successfully joined. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video. And I'm going to make this series, and next we'll join our next domain also, the other member server, and then we are going to proceed further for a Windows failover cluster. So see you guys, take care, hope for the best, and see you for the next video.